Hi, I want to go through a little bit about how this token thing works or the sparks work. So as you know, we will like all of the stories, we go into the group, and then we can click on some of these tasks. And this page, I want to talk a little bit about it. So this page ultimately is basically the gamification or the game, whereby we have groups, we have people that I can chat with, and they are my friends. So this page is essentially the page whereby we try and make the whole thing more fun. um, you know that we have all of these start task, and this will create that questions. What will happen is, okay, this is the problem with the demo, right? So when we start all of these tasks, at the end of the task, you probably will know, there is this one token, and token is an old name. Sparks is the new name. So we will at some point, I'll need your help, I think, to rename all of the tokens to Sparks. But we want to make it way more fun for groups. So in this case, because we are offering this product to students, to schools, so the students will form teams within a class, and they'll do all of these learning objectives. And the goal here is when they finish the task, in this specific example, they will get 15 that is distributed to the whole group. So you can almost imagine 15 will be divided by, let's say, we go there's you can only have 3 people in this group, so each one will get 5. Understand? um, but what will happen here is, there's -2 every day. So every day there's -2. So at some point you hit 0, and then no one gets a bonus. So this will try and motivate people to do things faster, if you know what I mean. So it's gonna be one of those, hey, I want to get more. Can you make sure that you have done today's task? Otherwise, we will all hit. We will lose it. So that's kind of what the goal is. A little bit about this is, you will notice that the Sparks, the Sparks has this thing, is located in the user task group, um, which is here. You will see that there is this left bonus Sparks, and this is actually being maintained by a helper file. So every day, what it does is there's this helper or cron job that is every day, um, reducing reducing uh, reducing the left bonus sparks, with the reduced per refresh. So every day this is actually being calculated, um, and then this left bonus sparks is actually being then shown on the screen just now. So all we need to do is, or rather, um, when the task is saved at the end and submitted, you remember you get 1 at the end of the task. We also need to add this left bonus sparks into the mix. We need to add it into, one needs to be given to the group as well. So that's kind of how it works. But one thing to be aware of is, so how that works is when we save the questions, it hits this progression manager, which does this add tokens to users function, right? Add token to users function. And here what it does is it uses this user accounting transactions, and then it will try and derive what is the tokens, and then it will try and save it and push it, right? So at this point, we will then probably, in my opinion, I think we need to pass in additional values of in my opinion, we should have passed in a user task group, which will then have the information that we need. So you will then have the user task group. You will then have what is the bonus number of sparks that needs to be added into the user accounting. So what I'm hoping for is, we don't want to create any new API, as in, or rather, we don't want to call a new API. I don't want to kind of use these add tokens to users and then have a second API call, which will then delay and slow the whole thing. We should just be changing this one, uh, or adding a copying or duplicating it and having a new one, a new API call, but then change the front end to call the new one, and pass in a user task group so that we have all of the user IDs. We have we have the story, so therefore we know how many tokens to give anyway. We also have the reduce per refresh. So very do note that I think this count here is the number of tokens that the person will receive at the end, and this should be coming. I believe this number is already coming in from the stories, which is taken from the story table. So this is how I envision this, an explanation of what this feature is.